Hey guys, System here, and this is all the mod 7 to the sky. Hope you're all having a great day. I myself, fantastic one. So let's kind of push forward and move on with the pack here. So in between episodes, you can see I worked on a room down here. This is the Ars Nouveau. Used a bunch of these arcane stone bricks. I've actually really liked them. They're actually really nice blocks there. So went in and decorated the room here. Notice that all the crops are gone, so we no longer have crops producing the actual essence. Is it called essence? No, it's called source. I'm on the wrong mod. But anyway, using a timer with a piece of redstone dust set to 2 ticks into a piece of snad. And what that does, it just causes the cactus to grow really quickly. And this actually just grabs the tick information from that, right? So it grabs the source as it grows. And that's what's producing all of our meta now. And it's doing pretty much everything that entire crop setup was doing previously. So it's actually pretty insane how well it works. Also, these guys here, for some reason in the last episode, I thought they were passive just because they don't attack us, right? But they're not. I had, it's this here, the piglins become neutral. That's the only reason they weren't attacking us, so they all despawned. I had to go get name tags, go ahead and grab another 20. Every one of them is named now. They won't despawn anymore. But, yeah, it was a pain in the butt. Just, I don't know why I thought that. Also, chipped, all the chip stuff changed. Like, I updated the pack to the most current version. They added a few decoration mods, right? But chip updated, and it changed a lot of my blocks. Like these ones here were the like nice smooth ones I was using before. And yeah, they also added a bunch of connected texture stuff. You can see that as well, right? So yeah, I have to think about whether or not I want all the blocks where they are now, because a lot of them have changed, right? Anyway, that's the thing. Also, one more thing to mention here too. These guys, if you kind of move the hinge, right, they actually die. So they die, but they drop all the charms, right? So I actually have 20 of them. So if I wanted to go ahead and put this back, it's actually really easy. I just do... do I have to break that? I think it's kind of glitched out. There you go. Let's try that again. Sweet. Then do that. It'll convert. So you don't lose them, basically what I'm telling you, right? You don't lose them at all. This does a little kind of magic here. And then we just put them all back, which is fantastic. Also, I learned really quickly, too, not to touch them. So if you touch them, they kind of like flare out, just like any compact, you know, when you put too many mobs together, right? They kind of push away from each other. They'll do that, too, if I touch them. But if I don't touch them, they just stay nice and stacked like that. So I'm going to leave them like that. We're getting a good amount of the hearts, too. So if we actually go to the hearts here, we got 3,100 so far. So they are coming in at a good pace. And up here, anything else I work on up here? Not too much, actually. I don't think I really did anything else. I think I changed those bars because there's a new variant, so I did that. And then, yeah, you can see, like, all these blocks up here all changed. They're all, like, connected texture variants now. And even the glass. I'm actually going to show you the glass because glass is kind of bonkers. It's kind of glitched out right now. So I was working on the room up here for a bit. But the glass, for one thing, isn't as bright. You can actually see through it now. You could barely see through it before. But look at that glass. Look at the texture, right? Look at the texture here. Now go on this side. What? Makes no sense. Depending on what side you're looking through the glass, the texture is like reversed. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Probably get fixed with an update, but for right now, that's what I have to deal with. So what we're gonna do today is probably go into what I want to work on. Probably is tinkers. We'll just go ahead and set that up real quick. Then we're gonna go ahead and hunt down some soul lava, and with that soul lava, we'll be able to start the process of automating the Unobtainium, Allthemodium, I guess agates and blocks there, which we have to do through tinkers and actually use our heart. So let's go ahead and get to that. So let's go ahead and set up our tinkers here. But I don't think I ever mentioned these two. So these ancient soul berries, you can get these vines in the other from the little forest, I guess, biomes, right? If you right click on these, you actually get these berries, right? These berries are actually amazing food. So I just went ahead and I've been using them as decoration. They have to be planted on one of the woods too. So I have one of the ugly little demonic logs up there. But this is what I've been using for food lately, actually, because if you actually look at them, they give you 20 saturation, which is the main thing we actually run down on is saturation, right? So it seems like a really good food. I've just been keeping a lot of it in our backpack here, which is working out really well. So if you're looking for a really good food source and don't want to really mess with meat or anything else, right? Just a really good one to do. Now this is going to be where we set up our tinkers. I have a PTP. Apparently I haven't set the channels yet. We'll do that later. We just need to make the controller right now. So to make the controller, we'll need... seared melter, seared heater. We could use either tank. Actually, we'll just use the heater, I guess. I need that for the quest either way. That there. And then where do I put the basins? Oh, I have a basin right there. There you go. A couple of faucets. And we just need to make the smeltery controller, right? So let's go ahead and get that done. This is just a very temporary setup. Although we probably won't use this for anything else. I was going to say maybe we'll use it for something else, but I can't actually see it. So anyway, go ahead and do that. There you go. Can't remember if we need the casting table for this at all. Actually, we probably won't make a cast, so I probably don't need that. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab some coal here and just get done what we need to get done. So with the heater, you just go ahead and throw that in there. You could also throw a tank of lava under here. So one of these tanks here, seared fuel tank, and power this as well. But we'll just do it this way for right now. And then we need 4 copper in there. And then we also need a seared brick. Actually, I have some in here, right? So let's do that. And the kind of the goal for today, like I said, is to automate this stuff through AE2. So I want to automate it all through AE2 because I think it'd be pretty rad. Well, let's do that. We need this in here. Then we need 1 more of those in there. It has to be 4. And then we should be pretty much done. Where's my acceleration one, man? I just want to speed this up a little bit. There you go. Then you just cast that off onto the brick. Speed it up a little bit. Maybe. There you go. And there you go. We should have a smeltery controller. Did that not finish off that quest? You're a jerk. Mighty Smelting? I don't know what book that is. Let's make that one just so finish off the quest. Good thing I set up the casting table then. Anyway, here you go. And that should convert here in a second. Fantastic. So we actually have our quest now. Now with that, we can go ahead and actually set up our actual tinkers, right? I'm thinking about a 5x5 is what we'll do. So I have a line of cable over there. So we should be able to bring some power into here pretty easily. And I got a bunch more. You can make this stuff super easy too. This stuff is actually from grout. Let's go to grout here. Do that. You just gotta make this recipe here, and then you just smelt it down. So super easy to make that. Then it takes 4 to actually make one of these bricks here. So not too bad at all. Do that. Maybe I'll just kind of get all this done. Then I can kind of wand it too, right? Bring that across. And maybe bring this up. Can I get out? Here you go. That's high enough for now. I'll probably bring it up to the roof a little later. But anyway, that is enough to get it up and running. And once this is done, we are pretty much almost done this, actually. You don't actually have to do a lot to get this done. I didn't make any drains, though. So let's actually grab some drains. I forget what the recipe is, so let's just go ahead and hunt down a drain here. Go. Need probably only need 1 drain, actually, on this. For the final setup, grab a controller. Put that somewhere in here anywhere. This will be the main controller for the kind of setup here. Probably end up with a drain over here because it'll be nice and close to the AE2 system. Apparently I did make drains too. I just totally ignored it. That won't be there either. Go ahead and break you. There you go. Go ahead and grab this, and just 1. Just break 1, please. There you go. Then grab ourselves a drain right there, and then probably put this over here. And we're going to put the tank probably right around here. Then with AE2, I'll be able to pump in the fuel and then pull out the liquids at the same time. Or I may put the drain over here too. Maybe we'll just put another one over here just in case, because we're going to end up pulling out the liquid and doing the casting tables separately, right? So I'll probably have like 10 casting tables over here is kind of the plan. So that is our setup, right? That is fine. What is it missing here? 1 brick for this level. Go ahead and do that. That level's done. And this is a working smeltery, right? So it just needs fuel. I'm not going to bother fueling it right now. We're not going to be using lava at all. The stuff we need is soul lava. And the way we're going to do that, there's a couple different ways. Well, I guess there's 2. The one way is to, I guess, go to the other, find volcanoes. I did find one too. And you can like pump it out of the volcano, or you can just set up a laser drill. So, oh, we need to make a vibranium first. We're going to the volcano, guys. Let's go to the volcano. I just forgot that, yeah, we need one of the alloys before we do that. And we need tinkers. So that's a chicken and the egg thing. So let's go to the volcano. So I got a little sidetracked here, but we're gonna go ahead and work on something really quick. Then we'll go ahead and do the soul lava stuff, right? So something I keep having to do is make water buckets, and I really don't want to. So what we'll do is go ahead and set up a provider, right? So just stick it here for all that matters. Need to get that turned the right way though. Let's do that, and that'll be the recipe. I have a recipe here. So 1 bucket equals 1 water bucket. So that's gonna be the recipe that goes in there. I just messed up my arrow too. Anyway, these arrows are so wonky how they work. Anyway, let's go ahead and put down this here. Is that on bucket mode or not? That's on bucket mode. We want not bucket mode. Let's go ahead and put it there. Then we're going to go ahead and set a exporter right here. There you go. Go ahead and grab a random piece of cable. Awesome. And pop that right there. Then we're going to export water into this. So let's go ahead and grab water. We already have water in the system, so shouldn't be too big a deal. Do that right there. And hopefully that starts working. Are you getting water? It is getting water. Fantastic. Go ahead and grab some accelerations. Only have 117. I need to be sparing with these. But anyway, go ahead and do that there. That'll fill up that tank. Then all we should have to do, I guess, is do that. Then we'll need a import as well. You can't put an import right there, can I? You can't put that on dense, I don't think. I don't think, anyway. I may have to add one more random cable here, but it shouldn't matter too much. Do I have any importers? Yeah, I got an import bus right there. Go ahead and grab that. Yeah, I won't be able to put that there. Yeah, I didn't think so. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab ourselves another cable. Pop that just down here. And then, yeah, we just do it right there. Then pop it right there. And that should work. That should be all we need. So if I do this now, it's going to send the bucket in here. And these tanks actually have a interface to be able to add a bucket, fill up a water bucket, right? So do that. Got pulled in by the system. And that'll be water buckets now. So if I need to make water from now on, I just do that. Probably grab 10. And that should do it. Just like that, you have water bucket automation. Just thought it was pretty cool. Someone pointed this out in the ATM Discord. And seemed like a really good idea. I've never thought of doing this water buckets this way before. But any pack where you have mechanism, that is super simple. So yeah, just wanted to show that. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the volcano here. But I'm going to show you another way to get this stuff too. Because there is another way to find it. Because I don't think you could search for like volcano and find it. I don't think you could do it with this or the other compass. But I think you do, I think it's a piglin. This one here. Structure, Allthemodium, piglin _ village. If you search for this one, we got one not too far away. Which way is it? Haven't been to one of these yet. Might as well check it out anyway. But we'll fly over here. I believe there's a little bit of the stuff there. So there's like these piglin villages, I think, underground. And with those, you can actually get the stuff as well, right? So we'll go ahead and check this out. Then we'll head to the volcano and grab the stuff. Also, this is the biome here, I think. No, this isn't the one. There's a biome we need to set up the, whatchamacallit in, the actual laser. I can't remember which one it is. Also, this is one of those random structures. These things are full of spawners. There's tons of them. There you go. I found the piglin village here. And kind of just looking around a little bit. Never been to one of these, like I said. Oh, there you go. There's the soul lava right there. So I guess it's in these little things. So I guess we could just go ahead and grab some of that right there. Go ahead and go on. Sweet. Wait. That was weird. Did I put water in there by mistake? Doesn't matter. I only need like one bucket. Wait. This is one of the ways to get it, though. You could come to one of these villages here and just grab this stuff. Actually, this village is quite big, too. I don't know if there's anything in this area or anything, like, important in this area. But it's a cool little area, nonetheless, right? Oh, they're killing stuff, too. They're doing stuff. They're working hard here. What's this dude doing? A weaponsmith just trapped. They got a trapped weaponsmith. What? You can find villagers down here. So if you want villagers, you can actually grab them from here, too. That's actually really sweet. Need another berry here, too. That's actually my night vision right now, because my other one broke, and I haven't set up the thing for the Stellas yet. But anyway, yeah, you got a whole bunch of villagers down here. You can go ahead and grab those down here really easy. But yeah, that is another option for the lava, but I'm going to go ahead and show you the volcano as well. So I got myself to the volcano here. I'm just filling up this here, so it's at, it's almost full. Let's go ahead and fill this up here. You could use crate and the hose pulley thing. I forget what it's called there. The crate, hose, and pulley thing. What is that thing called there? Let's go to, is it hose? The hose thing? Hose cranky thing? Yeah, the hose pulley. This thing here, you could use this to probably pull all this liquid out. And you can't infinite source it. I know that, but you can't use a builder or anything to pull it out anyway. Or anything like that. But this is what it looks like. It's just a big tower of ugly. So I guess that's the thing. And yeah, we're not going to be using this. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and just do a setup with the fluid laser. But this would be how you find it here. So I'm going to head back, make our ingot. And then we'll go ahead and grab a fluid laser. And that's going to be the way we get it, just because we'll be able to get it infinitely that way. And that'd be nice, right? So, yeah. Also, the biome we need to find for the fluid laser seems pretty rare, actually. I have the nature's compass, right? And in here, you go to Delta. The ancient basalt Delta is the one we need. And when I search for it, none nearby. I know there's some, like when I went at our spawn where I teleport in. If I do it there, it's like 7,000 blocks away. So I can find one. But they must be a pretty rare biome. That's basically what I'm saying. But anyway, let's go ahead and make ourselves a ingot here. So the alloy we need to make is actually pretty simple. We just go ahead and grab ourselves a faucet. This is very temporary. We just need one of these ingots right now. So that is fine. We need this one here. Vibranium, Allthemodium. So we need this one here. I think it's 1-to-1, right? So use the piglet chart. Then the alloy itself is going to be 90 millibuckets to 90 millibuckets. Wait, is 90 millibuckets a ingot or not? I can't remember that, actually. I thought it was 144. No, it's 90. I guess they changed that? It used to be like 144, wasn't it? That's how it used to be? Huh. Anyway, there it is right there. Vibranium, Allthemodium. That's cool. Then I guess we take the heart. I think this is going to get used up in the process, too. So we'll just go ahead and cast that off. Then we definitely want to accelerate this because I think it takes like a minute, right? But if we speed that up, there you go. That is good. And we got ourselves our little ingot here, right? So that's going to be how that's done. You can see here the heart got used up in the process. So that's why we need all those hearts. So also I had the soul lava in there. I guess I put that in there before I kind of started recording again. But had to have soul lava in there because it has to be up to that temperature. You can actually see the temperature on the alloys. All right. Yeah, right? Soul lava. And if it could take lava, it would switch, right? It'll kind of rotate. But it has to be 9,990 degrees. And only soul lava does that, right? So what we need to do now is grab a fluid laser and some of the mining lasers. Then we go ahead and actually set up, I guess, our infinite soul lava. So I found the right biome. I got this pretty much set up here. I'm going to show you the biome here in a second because it took me a few minutes to actually find the actual biome. Because it's, yeah, it's kind of weird. You actually have to dig down to find it. So I guess that's the thing. On the surface, it was actually a crimson forest, and I couldn't find the biome. For some reason, I just expected a basalt delta to be on the surface. You know what I mean? Because there's like a soul sand one. So why would the basalt delta be down here too? Plus, there's no basalt down here at all. I dug all the way down to bedrock, and I didn't see any. So it's a little confusing. But anyway, I think we're already getting some of the soul lava, and we're going to speed that up, of course. Make that a little quicker. Shouldn't take too long. But after this, it'll be completely infinite, right? Here you go. We already have 56, 57. It's going up. It's doing the thing. And that's what we want to see. I got a new tank here too. This will be how we send this stuff home. Do that there. You actually automatically pull with this one. Sometimes these automatically pull. No, it does not. So let's set this to push. And there you go. Got our soul lava. So yeah, the biome. The biome. It's a little weird. Up here, you go to, yeah, just a crimson forest, man. Just a crimson forest. You dig down. And like I said, I went all the way down to bedrock. And there's no basalt out here at all. So I don't know why it's called a basalt delta. But it's here. It's definitely a thing. It just had to be confused for a few minutes. But we got our, I guess, our soul lava production. And we just need to go ahead and set up a drive for this. And then we can finally do the automation for the, what is that stuff called? Unobtainium, Allthemodium. There we go. I got us a new fluid disk all set up, ready to go. And I'm storing the soul lava in the system now. So it's just being imported bust here. Then I had to set up the drive as normal, right? So the drive's just with the overflow on it and filtered for the soul lava, right? So it'd be, where is that? The disk. It is right here. So yeah, the way you want to configure that is the same as we've been doing, right? So soul lava, overflow destruction, then you don't have to worry about nothing. It's just, if it ever gets filled up, it just voids it off. Although this stuff seems pretty slow, so I don't think it'll ever actually reach that point. So not too worried about that. But we have 60 buckets in there, which is not too bad. And that works out, right? So we got that part done. The next thing we probably wanted to go ahead and do is figure out how exactly we're going to set this up, actually. We'll have to figure out where we're going to export everything. Grabbed a card here, too. This one's actually set up to channels. Let's go ahead and put channels there. Awesome. And we should, yeah, device online. That should be working now. We'll want to export the soul lava into there. And I think I'm going to change this to a chute because we're actually going to be not pumping liquids in here, right? We're actually going to be moving in items, so probably be better off with a chute. That's just made like that. Smeltery items in an input and output. And we're just going to be sending the items in there, right? So probably be the way we do that. Where do I want to bring up this cable, though? Probably have to think about how this is built. Probably right here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and bring it up right here. So we'll go ahead and grab ourselves. Always like to have a dent on the end. That's the way I do it. But anyway, let's go ahead and grab a dent. There you go. Right there. This lets me keep track of the channels, right? And then we'll just go ahead and pull that up there, just like that. That should be good in that regards. And then we'll want to, I guess, pump one here. So I'd have a, I guess, a provider on that. That's the way we'll do it. So let's go ahead and hunt down a provider. So that'll be where the recipe sits. So I guess that makes sense. Do that right there. Sweet. And then we definitely want to have this one named because it's connected to a tank. So we don't want anything weird happening. Actually, we'll do that right there. Cool. We'll have to set up the recipe. And this one here, we just use an exporter, actually. Just an export bus, I think. So if we have one, I don't know if I do or not. I do. That is good. Then we should be able to just export the actual soul lava, right? Go ahead and hunt down the soul lava. Soul lava right here. Pop that in there. And that should handle that, right? So that should keep that tank filled at all times, which is kind of what we want here. So I think that's pretty much good for the automation, right? I guess for this side of it, right? So that'll be good there. That'll be good there. Set up the recipe. Then what I'm thinking on this side, like I said, is going to be a whole bunch of just these casting tables, right? So we'll go ahead and do that. Actually, I need to think about how I'm going to move. I didn't think about that, actually. Move the piglet charts into these tables. I guess I could ender chest them and just keep them always full. I guess that would work, right? Because I'm going to have to... Yeah, I'll probably have to go grab an ender chest. Then on the bottom of these, just kind of work it out here. That's why I leave these spaces down here, so I could, like, do stuff like this. You know, down here. Get one more. Awesome. We'd end up with a bunch of item pipe, right? So a bunch of item pipe down here. Then an ender chest is filling in the piglet charts non-stop. Basically, is the way we'll do it. That'll actually work out quite well, actually. So I'll go ahead and grab an ender chest in a second. Then I guess in the end, we'll end up with a fluid pipe right here as well to do the finished liquid. And I'll have to filter this as well, but won't have to worry about it this second. Once we have, I guess... Can we filter the liquids? We must be able to filter liquids, right? I've never actually tried with these pipes. You must be able to filter liquids. Can I... I must have to have a bucket of it? Maybe that's the way it works, because I don't think you can pull here, right? Yeah, I might have to wait until we have a bucket of that liquid before we could actually filter that. So we'll wait a couple minutes. Let me go ahead and get the ender chest and set up the recipe. So let's go ahead and handle the piglet charts. Let's get that done real quick, because they're up here, right? I think I can actually get behind this pretty easily. Let's do that. So they are right here. We're going to end up using a laser node for this, just because I want to make sure it only keeps a stack, I guess, in the chest here. So we'll have this ender chest right here. This will be the channel. This is going to be the one that feeds them to all the tables here. And then I guess on this side, if I can actually access it, there you go. I should have a extract, right? And I don't think I have any filters on this one. Now this one's going to be normal. Then on the downside, I have a filter on this one. Did I filter this yet, actually? I don't remember. Let's see. Yeah, I did. You can see here, this one is a counting filter. So it's a counting filter. So that's what I have there. I'm going to make it so it only stores 64 in the target inventory, right? That's just a way to make sure it doesn't fill up a chest with stuff that we don't need filled out. If I put that there, hopefully that starts working. Yeah, that works fine. And that should be more than fast enough because it takes a little bit of time for the stuff to be made anyway, right? And I'm going to have it set up so we only do 9 at a time anyway, just because we're going to be making blocks with it, right? So I'm just going to make it so it just kind of does the 9, and that kind of handles that. What am I supposed to have there? Oh, it's supposed to be one of these. Just go ahead and grab ourselves a actual stair, and let's go see if they're actually going to the table now, because I think I have that set up to actually do that. So anyway, let's go ahead and check that out. There you go. And there you go. Got all our piglet charts here. So I kind of changed the setup too, right? So over here, we got all the hearts coming up, going into here from the side. Forgot we needed a separate channel to extract. So yeah, I didn't want to bother with lasers. So we're just going to do it this way. Should work out just fine. And then we'll just have to insert from all the bottom of these, I guess, with a regular ender chest. Then we just need to set up the recipe. And in theory, this should work. I guess we'll find out when we go to kind of set it up here. But yeah, should work out. Shouldn't need any speed upgrades on these either. I mean, they're not going to be moving a lot of items actually, so I don't think I need that. Let's go ahead and set up the recipe here. Should be pretty easy to do. Let's go to the casting table. We don't need the liquids. Let's pull that out because we're going to be doing that kind of automatically. We don't need the piglet charts anyway because we're going to be sending that in. We will need that, and we'll need Allthemodium, right? So let's go ahead and grab one of them, and that should be the actual recipe that we use, right? So that should work out just fine. I think that's everything. I think that's actually it. We can go ahead and test this real quick. It won't complete the recipe because we're not importing it. We're actually not even pumping out the liquids yet, but we'll see if it goes into the actual smeltery pretty quickly, right? That's kind of the main thing. Let's go ahead, put that there. Sweet. And see if this actually works. So go ahead and ask for one of these now. Let's see here. Yeah, it is smelting it down. And it should make the liquid, right? There we go. We actually have the alloy. That's fantastic. And now that we have that alloy, I guess the actual liquid, can I grab a bucket of that? Or, oh, I need a full bucket to... How am I going to get exactly a bucket? That's kind of annoying. I'm going to have to waste some of this. We're going to go ahead and do this slightly different, right? So in here with the seared drain here, grab a copper can, and there we go. We can actually filter it that way. That's exactly 1 ingots worth. Then we go ahead and go to here, which is the seared duct, which is for filtering liquids. Kind of forgot about this thing. That should handle that, right? That should be good. And we have enough for 10, and then I don't have to worry about excess either. That's enough for 11 ingots. So in theory, if I go ahead and give this a bunch of cabling now, and maybe an upgrade to make it nice and fast, it should be able to just kind of do this and make what's, I guess, in there already, right? So let's go ahead and do that. See if that actually starts doing the thing. I want to go ahead and speed this up too. So let's do you. Won't need any filtering now either, I don't think. That should be good. And it'll take about 30 seconds to a minute, I think. And then I think we actually get our agates, right? Then it should send in more hearts and then pull them into the chest, right? So that is good. Kind of weird. You don't actually see any kind of progress on this in this pack. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe that's just in the newer versions. But there you go. It's done. That is fantastic, actually. And it's going to make the other two. And that should work out. That should work out just fine. So I think we will be able to actually satisfy a recipe now if I did it properly. These ones here are going to be all messed up because I was leaving them hanging and it wasn't getting stuff and stuff like that. So I'll just void those ones off. There's some of those messed up recipes too that I need to change with the hammers. But anyway, that's good there. And in theory, once this one's done, let's actually go ahead and accelerate that. I want to see if we can actually like do a full recipe and satisfy this, right? Here you go. So if I go ahead and hunt for, let's see here, I might have to pull it into a AE2. I don't know if Ender Chest is going to work. We'll see if the Ender Chest works. Sometimes it doesn't work when you're doing with AE2 stuff. But anyway, let's go ahead and make ourselves, what is this stuff called? Allthemodium, this stuff, yeah. We'd want to make, I'll end up having it be a block recipe. So it'd be 9 at a time. So let's go ahead and do that. That should start coming in here just fine, right? It's going to do the thing. And it's going to do all the mixing. And then it should end up over here. Then I would probably just accelerate this so it kind of does a little faster. I just want to see if the recipe is done and satisfied by E2. If not, I need to pull it in through an interface. But outside of that, that actually works perfectly. Oh, that one in the corner. Can I actually get that one? Here you go. That one's done. This one's done here. And that one's done there. And is it satisfied? It is. Oh, no, it's not. So let's just pull that in through an interface. And that should pretty much finalize that, actually. So I went ahead and did a test real quick. I just wanted to make sure it would not register if I had a drawer set up for it, because I didn't have a drawer set up for it yet. But it's still not registering. So let's go ahead and bring this cable across. This should work just fine. It should anyway. Go. Let's just pump straight into that. Then we go ahead and try this one more time, right? So let's go all the grab, I guess 9 of these, right? Because again, we'll be doing blocks in the end. There you go. And go ahead, and I guess we have to let that mix first. There you go. And let one of these go in and see if it should only say 8 right now, if this worked properly. So right there, 8, crafting 8. So that looks like it's working. That looks like it's working just fine. So yeah, that works there. We just pump it into the interface. It'll get put straight in AE and then move to the drawer that way, I suppose, is be the way we do it. So that's not bad. That actually works quite fine, actually. Actually, I won't even need this probably stored in a drawer, but at the same time, it doesn't hurt to not have it stored in a drawer. There you go. All 9 done. System sees it, and we have our auto crafting done. So that is actually sweet. The only thing that's bothering me is this cable here. I don't know if I can like run it somewhere else. That glass is just an awkward place. Actually, I might be able to run the cable right there. Oh, that'd be so much better. Then I just have to go like that. So yeah, our system's fully working here. I'm actually doing blocks now. So I set up the block recipe for this stuff, right? So I have a block recipe right here. It's making 27 of them, I guess, right at this second. So it's going through it just fine. Also, I set up the nether store block ×2, or 2 times, I guess is what it is. Just so we could technically say we could automate the nether star blocks now. And we could automate the Allthemodium Unobtainium alloy blocks as well. So we have those done, which is the first part of the ATM star, which is fantastic because we're moving forward and we're getting through the pack, right? So I think I'm going to go ahead and actually end this one here, though. So I'm going to end this one here. So as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.